Welcome to Columbus, Ohio, and the venerable Horseshoe, home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, a place that's home to such legendary names as Archie, Woody, Zeke, and Stroud. Today we have a top 25 matchup on hand with two of college football's premier teams preparing to slug it out. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the fourth-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. He'll bring it back looking for help. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. First down for the offense. He wants to throw. Got the quick pass. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. And the Buckeyes want to move quickly. To throw, it's Howard. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. He wants to throw here on second down. Pressure coming. Stands in and takes the hit. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
That is just great total defense on that play. First off, you get pressure, you get to hit the quarterback. But two, you've got the intended target double covered. There is no way the offense was coming up with completion on that play.
In the gun, looking to throw on third down. And the ball is picked off. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already got the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46.
All right, good news, the game just got started. There's still a lot of football left to play. The bad news is, though, you've already now turned it over and handed the defense an interception. Quarterback's going to have to be more dialed in with his decision-making in this game.
They've got the big fellas out there, a three tight end look on 1st and 10. Fast motion from the offense. Gonna run it, it's locked. They bring him down and he's gonna lose a yard on that one.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around and make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense, creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
The run to the right. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited. The fans aren't going crazy. But those are the plays that in the fourth quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football game throughout, so you get tired and get worn down in the fourth quarter.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. To the air, it's Leonard. They're bringing heat. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
Wide receiver shows motion. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Going to throw it over the top of the D. What a snag by the defense. Bringing it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
First down for this offense. On the run, it's Love. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
From the 30-yard line on first down. To the ground, he's got it again. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Off play action. Escapes trouble. Caught in the backfield, it's Collins. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And that's just a great individual effort by the wide receiver. He catches this ball way short of the sticks, but because he's able to make the defender miss, now he's able to get the extra yards and turn that into an explosive play.
He'll keep it himself. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
I'll tell you, this is a hard defense to run against if you're going to go sideline to sideline because of that guy's speed. At linebacker, he can get all the way to the perimeter, chase the quarterback down on the option, and make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage. Impressive.
Scanning the field, it's Leonard. They're trying to get to him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to them, and they forced the incompletion.
They've got it in field goal range, but they'll try to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. Man, when that ball's tipped, you're thinking turnover or settle for a field goal. Nope, they got the first down.
And it's so frustrating because that's what you're trying to do, get deflections. You know, hit the quarterback, make bad things happen. They did a great job deflecting the football, but unfortunately the receiver still makes the play.
Notre Dame has it now, 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
That is just what you want. You get a 1st and goal situation defensively, and you can get a sack and get a good loss, put them out of an easy running situation. Nice job by the defense.
The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. 3rd and goal coming up here. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Needs to get it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Throw to the end zone, picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And you don't see this very often. The big defensive line, and you see these guys rush the quarterback most of the time. But how confusing is it, Palmer? When it looks like they're rushing, they drop in coverage and make the big interception.
Well, I don't think that quarterback thought he could even make the play. How about the eye-hand coordination and his ability to snatch the football out of the air? I mean, that was crazy athleticism, well-deserved. That's going to make the highlight reel for sure.
Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, but the sweet pulling catch is plenty to give them a first down. The Buckeyes want to crank the tempo. From the shotgun, the inside give. Makes a man miss. Still running at the 40. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. The 10. Touchdown, Buckeyes. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with the long run for the touchdown. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Leonard. Going for it all. Wide open, he makes the catch. He's off to the races. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Irish.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
And he added the extra point. You want to see quick strike ability? It was epitomized there. 2 plays, 80 yards, touchdown on the board. And he's coming out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Gonna take a shot. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Nice job in coverage there. Offense trying to take a shot downfield. The defender able to tip that one up in the air and force it incomplete.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. It's Ibuka. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Looking to move it through the air. Fires fires to the right. Wide open downfield. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. He's going to pass. Coming after it. He's in a world of trouble, and down he goes. A catastrophic loss on that play. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to pass. It's Howard. Throws for the tight end. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
I think the quarterback's got to do a better job with his eyes, guys. He's already been picked off twice in this game, and that one got swatted away. He's telegraphing where he's throwing the football, and it's making life really hard on him.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime.
That's the end of the first half with the game tied.
The Buckeyes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here come the Irish back on offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. Here come the Irish again, this time doing it through the air.
And getting a little balance, right? We talked about how they like to be physical and they like to run the football. But when you get that balance going, man, it makes it easy to call plays, start to settle in, everything looking good on offense.
Well, the offense is trying to go counter, but the defense blows it up. And they do it by getting penetration up the middle, setting up the tackle for flags.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Back to throw, it's Leonard. Lofts one high and deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Catch in the middle, it's Mitchell. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
The give on the counter. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm now. They're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Caught near the sticks. It's Collins. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
And on the slant route, I love the location of the throw by the quarterback. He's not making it difficult on his receiver. He's putting the football out in front, hitting his receiver right in the face mask and making it easy for him.
Going up top on first down. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And that one will put him up here in the second half.
job of seeing the defense and seeing what kind of coverage they're in. And I think when this offense goes empty and they spread the defense out, it just makes it so much more simple for the QB to see what the defense is doing pre-snap and then post-snap. You can tell he's playing in a great rhythm right now because he's seeing the field, and these empty sets are really helping him.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And he just chucks it into the fourth row.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Howard. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Defense doing a great job watching the quarterback's eyes and breaking on the ball. They already have 2 picks in the game, and they swat that one away. They are doing an awesome job in coverage.
Throws to the wideout. He makes the catch. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Notre Dame 14, Ohio State 7.
Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Notre Dame! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense.
Man, what a play by this defense. You're trying to get the ball back to your offense, trying to salt this game away and get the win. Not only do you create the turnover, you get the touchdown. Now you take a 2-score lead late in this ball game. This defense just stepped up in a big moment.
He'll bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
They really got things moving on this drive. 2nd play of the drive comes from the 37. They'll throw it on 1st down. Pocket starts to collapse. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. And the Buckeyes are in the hurry-up.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman in a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. The short hands, it's Henderson. Has midfield, he's got room. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. The Buckeyes are on the move. Trying to find his man on first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And I understand the logic by the offense here. Obviously, you're down in this game. You're trying to claw back into it. Why not take a shot? Why not be aggressive in that time? They just can't come up with a completion.
After the misfire, now on second down. Getting some heat. Oh, he's going backwards, in trouble, and down he goes. A tremendous loss.
You got to give the defense tons of credit because we know how much speed this quarterback has. That time you saw the pursuit. They were able to bring him down for a big loss on the sack.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Makes the grab down the left side. And he's not going to be able to convert. Knocked down just inches shy of the first down. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Feeling some heat. And it's picked off for the fourth time today. Got room on the return. And the senior just snatched the ball out.